I'm Eileen Vincent, and this is Natalie Hardy, and I'm the founder of City Reachers for the Love of San Antonio. It was founded in 1998, 20 years ago. And here we are standing outside this building, and that's for a reason. And during that period of time, all manner of different programs were started, but certain things were absolutely key for beginning to connect people across this city. We had prayer days. We went to 174 churches on a Saturday morning just to pray in their churches, to pray for the city. And people used to follow us from church to church.
Yes.
It was just a remarkable time and ability to connect with people. And during that period of time, Natalie joined me in the ministry here. And we officed here for, what was it, about 8 years or more?
Yeah, I think so.
More than 8 years, I think. We officed here for a long period of time, and during that period of time, we had a prayer center. And I think you could tell us about that, Natalie, much better.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Right around the corner, actually, is the entrance to the prayer center. It was phenomenal because we wanted to have a time, a place where people can gather and pray with worship at the same time to seek God for the city. And it was phenomenal. We started very conscientiously on Friday nights from 10 p.m. to 6 o'clock in the morning. It was very conscientious, and we eventually put that back to 10 to 3 and then 10 to 1. But we had phenomenal times of prayer there and worship there. We did 35 days of 24-hour prayer with Cindy Jacobs, an initiative she did, Light the Highway, I-35 prayer times. And we also had Youth Friday prayer nights, which were phenomenal. We had worship team, youth worship team,
Yes.
and the place was full of young people seeking God, crying out to God. It was absolutely very, very powerful.
It was incredible to see these kids, on their faces, crying out to God. It blessed my heart. Here's a generation within this city who want God, love God, and will seek His face. And
Exactly.
wouldn't it be wonderful, Natalie, just to gather that crowd and gain?
Absolutely.
Those were very thrilling days. But we did many other things because, yes, we were praying. We've always been praying, and we always will be praying. That was a major thing of this ministry, was praying, and praying for the city. The principal thing, we wanted to see the city transformed, the church revived. And so it was a target of prayer continuously. We gathered pastors and pastors' groups, and pastors began to have prayer groups. We had 9 of them at one point of time, and gathering the leaders of those prayer groups so as they would get the vision that here, wherever we are, located across this whole city, that they too could be transformers of society. And so it progressed.
We've always had a vision that has been our heart, that the Lord gave to Eileen a long, long time ago, a sweeping move of God in San Antonio. And we have a diagram of that. You will see that at the celebration. And it's a sweeping move of God that touches every sector of society in the city. And that's what we've been praying about, and that's what we're still praying about. We believe God for a total transformation of San Antonio.
And isn't it amazing? You see, God, that's in God's heart.
Yeah.
That is in God's heart. And He put His heart into us, and by His grace, He's helped us to do something in the city. And we're here we are, looking at a city which desperately needs Jesus. And here we are with many ideas. And that San Antonio Christian Leaders Forum is endeavoring to gather people for strategies for transformation and change in the 7 spheres, which you could call 7 spheres, 7 mountains, like arts and entertainment, government and business and church and family and education. Every one of these spheres which actually people are involved in every day of their lives, from Monday to Friday, and go to church on Sunday. So these are the areas of life which we want to see transformed by the power of God.
And the thing that excites me really is that has been our vision all these years. Mm-hmm. And what we're doing at the forum is almost like an outworking of that diagrammatic vision statement.
Another principal undertaking was what we've called strike teams. From the very beginning, we recognized that there were strongholds, spiritual strongholds within the city, and that somehow we had to be able to deal with these. And we recognized that people needed training, and we ran our own training scheme so as to bring people into an understanding of how to pull down strongholds. And Natalie's done a tremendous amount with this.
Yeah, so we formed this team of amazing intercessors from San Antonio who love God and love the city, and we taught them how to do prayer strikes. And what we have done as a ministry is we've gone to places all over our city. We've done this undercover. We never made a big deal of it. We just did it because we love the city, we love the people of San Antonio, and we know that if we're going to have a sweeping move of God in the city, it's going to be because strongholds are pulled down so that God can come in and take his proper place. And so we train a group of people, and we will go to different places all over our city and deal with whatever strongholds are there that are controlling the way people think, the way they live, or how they behave. And we just dealt with it. We tore them down. We went all over the city, north, south, east, and west, and we're still doing it even to this very day. And it's just it's a joy. It's a joy.
And we have to say that we've seen some remarkable results from just one strike in certain places, and to see how the Spirit of the Lord is moves in that area afterwards, and how churches flourish, and all kinds of things happen that show, yes, that evil power has been pulled down and put under our feet.
Many areas have been totally changed, and I love the fact that God has used us to do that.
Okay, what could I do to connect? What could I do to see our city transformed? Come on, we love this city. We want to see the power of God come. We want to see that sweeping move, the Spirit of God. We want to see the kingdom of God invading every area. And it's in our hearts, first of all, and then it's going to be in our actions. And I just want to encourage you, come on, let us all be city reachers. Amen. For the love of San Antonio.
Amen.